Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody. This week, sponsored by the holidays. They have ended. For now, it is January 2022, and you're listening to Leaves in the Jungle, Season 2, Episode 9. In this game, we will be using the Wildsea world setting and system. I am Ian the Firefly, and we have...
I'm Austin, playing Tzitzi-Yaku, the Chelicray.
Bev, playing Rook, the Ardent.
Dylan, playing Jisan, the Gao.
And I'm Jonathan, playing Belt, the Slug Person.
Excellent. Now, it definitely hasn't been a month, basically, for listeners, but for us, it's been a while. Who wants to recap what happened last session?
If you all take too long, I'm going to jump in and make stuff up.
Ooh, yes, please.
Great continuity errors.
I definitely didn't fall asleep for the last session.
Yeah, you weren't here for the last session, right?
I either wasn't here for the last session or the end of the last session.
I don't think you were here for the whole session.
I think, you weren't here for the whole session, and the other one was when you fell asleep.
Yeah, one session before that you fell asleep, and then the last session you missed it entirely.
Man, I'm bad at podcasting.
It's all like if you could just adjust to our time zone, that would be great.
I'm gonna have to mail my mug back to you guys.
You got a mug?
I do.
I want a mug.
I'm sipping from it right now.
I want a mug and a t-shirt. What's my t-shirt?
You guys have so many demands of me.
We're just gonna talk about payment in this whole thing.
Today's episode sponsored by payment. Ian, do something about it.
We pulled didn't we pull another psychotropic trippy story, who's what's it, and pull all these spider folks to our side again?
I think they were already on your side, but basically yes.
Because I remember us doing bright lights and colors and using a lot of our meta resources.
Yeah, you guys partied with the spider people and were like, hey, other spider people were doing bad things, and they're like, yeah, we're against bad spider people. And
there's a grand speech where we used a bunch of whispers.
I think so.
Stuff.
Yeah. Basically, you guys won them over.
And there was something about rabbits are old and important.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you learned that rabbits are old and important. I should make a note of that.
That's why I write things down. It's very niche things, but I write some of them down.
Yeah, I write some things down, but don't write everything down.
But I think we gained favor with the spider nuns.
Yeah, they said that they wouldn't send soldiers, but they'd be I want to say they'd be
camp.
Refugee camp, almost like a med bay area or something.
Refugee / triage hospital place.
Yeah.
Convalescent home.
Yeah.
How far away are they from the mangrove base? Days travel.
I haven't been mapping this. They're not that far, because I think you guys went from your mangroves to there.
Yeah.
So they're not that far. Time is relative on the Wildsea, because you know what? If we ever run another game after this, I really like maps, and I've finally got a better map making system, and I'm actually going to make a proper map. And then that way I can have neat distances and stuff, because I genuinely enjoy that. Whereas this game is more nebulous, and I think I've stated a while ago that places almost shift in their location because the way the sea moves, everything that isn't a mountain kind of moves with the sea, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as if knowing how far away they are, it's like if we need to send reinforcements or messages or people who are dying.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, how close are they to Forever Fire Mountain?
Wait, the Forever Fire or the Volcano Mountain?
The Forever
That's the
Fire.
spider people.
Where
Fire?
Gomez is.
That's a ways away, I think.
Because I was gonna say, I feel like those guys are probably the closest thing we know to a militia.
But they're super busy.
Well,
It's true.
I think that, like, just like speaking at like, and almost like this is a conversation I'm possibly just having with the crew at one point, thinking out loud. I'm like, if these guys who are super nice are gonna agree to help us and like medical people, if I'm thinking like dirty, underhanded mob war tactics, I'm thinking go for the hospital. So maybe we send friends to help protect them just in case. I feel like Gomez would be cool with sending just a few of his buddies on like rotations just to check in on them and just like chill there for like a week at a time and then swap out with some other people just to make sure.
I mean, Gomez is working on that.
Yeah. This sounds more like a season 3 planning logistics thing.
Okay.
Because I think that's going to be season 3 is the actual like nitty gritty as nitty gritty as we get, which is not very nitty gritty, but like
it's mostly just nit.
Yeah, the nit of how wars work.
Yeah, listen, listeners, like 2020 and 2021 was a heck of a year.
It was a heck of a month.
Just ugh.
And yet a decade.
It was so much. It was so much. Anywho, so today's episode, now that we have last week's episode out of the way, this episode is you guys are going to do some traveling, maybe end up at a destination. We'll see. But you guys have a few goals that we've kind of discussed off screen, and we're going to try and work towards some of those. So who has a chart and a whisper that they want to throw out, and what are we hoping to, like, well, just throw out a chart and a whisper. You guys can pool your resources, obviously, and let's see where that takes us.
I have 4 whispers and 1 chart.
Excellent.
Does anybody else want to throw in a chart? So my chart is giant traps.
Ooh. That's a fun one.
For charts, I have large gilded book, 4 copies of that one Gao's Cult books literature, and then a dictionary. It says dictionary form the fire people. I'm gonna guess it's from, and I can't spell.
You know what, Bev? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I probably wrote that because your inability to spell... My inability to spell is higher than your inability to spell.
It's true. You do have a higher stat than me in that area.
You roll
spelling much higher on spelling
efficiency?
errors. Yeah. Roll spelling errors. All right, it's a plus 16.
Critical success?
Yeah!
I can't spell any words?
All right, it is straight up like your face just landed on the keyboard.
So my 4-year-old spells better than I do.
Oh, no.
And he thinks he has an I in his name.
Well, you got that from his dad.
Well, he saw
actually,
the exclamation point. No, he saw the exclamation point because we wrote his name down and put an exclamation point beside it. And he saw that and was like, there's an I in my name. And we're like, no, that's an exclamation point. And he looked at both of us. And he's like, no, that's an I. And from now on, it's been like several months where he's like, there's an I at the end of my name. And we're like, but there isn't.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's the fancy eye, the upside down one.
Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have a lot of resources between you all, so Let's see.
I do also have the whisper of many unexplored forks.
Ooh, that could be good.
That'd be a fun one.
Yeah, so I could throw that whisper in. If somebody has a chart other than giant traps.
Many unexplored forks and giant traps. Let's all die.
I have an ambiguous large gilded book.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
It could be literally anything.
Yeah, oh my god. Little white lie, many unexplored forks, wooden fangs, and lots of webs. Good lord.
You got lots of webs, the whisper, and Tzitzi has webs in knock, the chart. You guys could just be like super sticky.
Our boat immediately gets stuck. It's just like gears grinding against tangle web ropes. Immediately. That's the whole adventure.
I don't want to crash into like a spider ant nest. Don't.
Have you seen that one GIF?
Bad juju on me.
Have you seen that one GIF where it's like the spider's crawling away and somebody hits it with the broom and then all the baby spiders crawl out?
Yeah.
Oh.
That.
Oh.
That's what happens if we combine those whispers.
Nope.
The demon has split. It's changed tactics. Yeah, I have webs and knock as a chart, or we can always roll the dice and see what Drock's journal has in it.
I've got all of the spices and Peaceful Night as whispers, and I feel like Peaceful Night would probably be better reserved for a different time. And my charts are Artistic Doodles and a Heartbroken Lifeless Pie recipe.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I'm going to say maybe not using the recipe that created my estranged son.
You're just holding that the way that like an estranged dad holds a baby photo of his kid.
It's in my wallet.
Yeah. Pulls it out when you think nobody's looking.
I think it's written on like a pie tin too, if I remember correctly.
At some point, I do need to get a couple of montages in so that I can learn Knock.
Yes.
Because it's like, I know all of the other languages except Knock, and that's who we're dealing with. And I'm like, I don't like this.
For whispers, I also have It's Not Your Friend, Signs of Failure, and Roots Beneath.
Someone also needs to learn Hyven so they can talk to Reynold.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Who's Reynold?
Reynold is the skull that Jisan has around his neck, and he's actually a highly intelligent ghost that like randomly pushes things over every now and then because he's bored and no one can talk to him because he only speaks Hyven.
I can see him, but I can't talk to him, and I'm just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so he does that really pissed off, annoying cat thing where they just like knock things over when they're bored. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and pet him behind me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna throw many unexplored forks into the fire.
Into the pot. Okay.
Is that one
Who's throwing a chart?
Let's do large gilded book.
Excellent.
I was gonna say, do you know what we haven't done yet? Is we haven't seen like any like proper village towns. Like, we mostly just go to either, like, party places or small dwellings, but we haven't been to, like, what the equivalent of, like, a city would be. You know? Not for a very long time, anyway. We kind of did it at the beginning.
Smash cut to Baldur's Gate, except we're at the gate, and they're like, you can't come in yet. You haven't done the quests yet. You have to come back. And I'm like,
nobody goes to see the wizard. Not know how. It sounds fun in there.
I just want some party members. All I have is this paladin who's actually pretty darn good right now.
Excellent.
He has so many more hit points than I do.
Okay, so many unexplored forks and a large gilded book.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah. So, who wants to be... Let's see here. What's the navigation page?
I'm in the engine.
Yeah. You're on the engine. Whee! Who's on the helm? Who's lookout?
I forgot what Belt used to do.
I think he was
just
charting the
close.
waves, because you can chart the waves now.
Yes, that is what he's doing.
Let me find...
Page
What
44
page?
and down.
Thank you, you're a lifesaver. Okay,
Millipede.
so, yeah, whose helm? Who's...
Probably me on helm.
Excellent. Okay, we got Jisan on the helm. Who's on watch?
I will be on watch.
Excellent. And then we got engine. Rook's on engine. And cartographing is Belt.
Yes.
Excellent.
Cartographizing.
You know what?
There's a Z.
The way you remember it is like it's Milo Thatch from Atlantis. He's a cartographer.
And he's cartographizing.
Okay. So whoever's cartographizing, I'm gonna, like, when I describe things, I'll write down a bunch of tracks, and I'll see how long of a journey this is, and then I'll make up. It'll be like 3 to 5 tracks, and you have to say like, "Ooh, that's interesting. That thing you noted." And it doesn't matter if it's something I think is interesting or not. If you're like, "Oh, that's an interesting thing," I'm gonna write it down. And once you have 3 to 5 of those, then they'll combine in some way to make a chart. Okay?
Excellent.
Excellent. Okay. So you write those down. I am not writing them down for you.
You got it.
So have a little scratch pad somewhere or something.
Yep.
Excellent. So, El Capitano, are you cutting a path or forging ahead?
We are cutting a path.
Excellent.
He's like, weighing anchor. Wait, what?
Because I'm done.
I want a montage.
I like chaos.
I switch hats.
Excellent. So look at
Doc's on the helm now.
So lookout. Roll away for lookout. For watch.
Okay.
Roll me
thoughts.
2 dice and let me know what the first one is, and then let me know the second one.
I have concerns. First one is a 5, second one is a 6.
Okay. Perfect. So
No,
that
it's perfect.
is.
I would have got a twist.
You can't get a twist on a watch roll.
Just, I'll show
Not with that
you.
attitude.
Yeah, it's quitter talk. That's why
I'll
the
show
Firefly.
you. I just feel like the twist would just be we're rear windowing you. You see
mooning.
someone commit what appears to be murder over there. Continue sailing.
Yeah, on lookout, you see a ship within hailing distance.
I shout
Yeah.
out. There's a ship within hailing distance. It appears to be quite camouflaged.
Yeah, it is.
Just shout out on like the horn from engineering. Why did you just accent it?
I don't know. I kind of like the accent.
Okay, no, that's fair. I was just confused, but now that I've gotten used to it, it's cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it a try. There's a ship over there. It's camouflage. No, not me.
It's
Yeah,
okay. You find yourself. You know, we're supportive.
It seems to be covered in branches and stuff. There is it is traveling, like it's an active ship moving, but they seem to be riding low in the waves and using all sorts of branches and things to cover themselves.
I'm
I
kind
don't
of
want to be
imagining
like, hi.
it's like that pet spider that can't hide itself, and I'm hiding and I'm scratching and I'm sketching and I'm digging and I'm safe. I'm not.
Right? When like a little kid plays hide and seek and they just covered their face.
Are they on an intercept course? Are we on an intercept
No.
course?
No, they are like you guys are passing. They flashed you the like typical hello,
Don't hurt
passing
us.
passing on their side sort of thing, like the standard universal greeting, whatever that is. Oh, no one in this group can say it. Oh.
Bowie, Grov, Knob, Needy Bog.
Yes, that one. Thank you.
I was going to let it go, but that you challenged me.
Well, because in the other group, someone always says it, and I have no idea what they're saying.
I signal any threats abound.
Yeah. Roll signaling. Yeah, that's as signaling as it gets. I don't know why I blanked on that.
Yeah, leading the way. 3-4.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, because that was only 2 in my dice pool for that. Because I'm not very high level in signaling.
No, you're not. Yeah, a 4. What did you ask them again? Sorry, you asked them.
Any threats abound.
Nothing worth noting.
Okay. I relay that to the crew. There doesn't seem to be any threats abound, which is pretty good considering there's a hidden ship around.
Is the ship hidden in anything, or is it just kind of tucked into the?
It's riding low in the waves. Like it is moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's riding low, and they seem to have covered themselves to some degree in branches. So it's purposefully hidden. Like it's not hidden. You guys clearly saw them and hailed them, and they clearly saw you and hailed you.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm just that good.
You could tell within a pretty quick amount of time they could shut the engines off, lower it a little bit, and cover it, and it'd be very, very well hidden, sort of thing.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like we're still kind of in open seas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Safe and friendly.
So
no harm.
You guys pass on by, and they head off on their merry way. El Capitano.
We cut a path.
Excellent. Excellent.
We rolling. Let's go.
Okay, 2 dice. Watch roll. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
While I'm making the watch roll, what kind of reach are we in? Are we still in just our home reach?
You are in. That's an excellent question. You are in the reach. This is still the reach around the spider people, I'll call it, until we roll something that changes it. So the reach for the spider people, if you remember correctly, they have starfruit, but it's small and bioluminescent. Oh yeah,
that's me rolling.
Sorry, yeah. Small starfruit, small bioluminescent. That's starfruit, and it's hot to the touch. Normal guinea pigs, just normal guinea pigs, and holly and spruce trees. So that's the nearby vicinity.
Okay.
Oh, it's so pokey. Why did I do this to us?
I love the normal guinea pigs. I'm just picturing them attempting to climb from branch to branch.
Just kind of over, I'm just picturing one walking up a leaf and then it bows down onto another leaf like a caterpillar.
Yeah. Exactly.
David Attenborough
just occasionally
style epic shot. Is it leaping from tree branch to tree branch?
The majestic guinea pig soars from branch to branch with its nimble finger legs.
What is watch in the new world?
Yeah, don't say finger legs. We already have Legos.
Am I rolling 2d6 still or 1?
2d6, yeah. Tell me the first number and then tell me the second number. So
first one is a 2, second one is a 2.
2.
I get a twist. All right.
As you look back on that ship, they're mooning you.
Every time. Every time.
Every time?
Belt is mooning them back,
Excellent.
as is tradition.
It is. There's a holy text dug up somewhere, and you have to do it.
The old two-cheek salute.
Yeah. You guys pass by. It's just a little bit off to the side, but there is a landfall. So like a piece of dirt has kind of surfaced, and it's floating there kind of low in the waves. And yeah.
Oh, I call this out. It is pockmarked with like greenery, but not barren, but semi-barren. And yeah, it's shutting down the tubes. This is definitely more interesting than some ship that doesn't want to be seen.
I'm writing it down.
Oh, you're writing it down? Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So up to you, Mr. Tillerman. Do we want to check it out, or do we want to go on by?
Yeah, let's check it. Why not?
Once we get closer, I can send my bird up too.
Excellent. Okay, you guys are going to check it out?
Yeah, we'll roll up on it.
Yeah. You guys can pull up. It's a chunk of dirt that's kind of come up, as you say. It's got a few little like weeds and stuff growing in it. It's maybe like 100 feet by 200 feet. It's not very big. And yeah, you guys.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we harvest it for its rich, nutrient-rich soil?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, dirt has got to be super rare up here.
Like, especially like
no.
dirt.
Like actual dirt. Yeah, no, we get every jar that isn't like being used for spices, and we start filling to jars of dirt.
Yes.
I got a jar of dirt.
Exactly.
This is everyone screaming.
And guess what's inside it? It's dirt.
Just straight up.
Do you have any idea what we could make with these?
Straight up Waterworld style, man. Like, this is quality.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is this like holding it up for trade, and people be like, "Oh my gosh, it's real."
Excellent.
Yeah, can you tell what generation we were born in? We reference Waterworld and Pirates too.
Do you guys? How long? Like, are you guys gonna sit here with the cargo crane and like excavator dirt out for a while, or are you just like grabbing a few buckets? What are you doing?
We probably have a few empty barrels somewhere, right?
We should use like we've had like shipping crates and stuff like that before. So let's just use a crate, throw it on the crane, go over there, whip a bunch of dirt into it, and then be on our way super fast.
None of us have ever heard of shovels.
A large metal crate.
There you go.
Now it's a large metal crate of dirt.
So we could grow like an entire tree or something in there.
Wasn't that a large metal crate, as in like a animal crate?
Oh, that was probably
because you were going to use that for your. I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong, but
no,
just hype it up. It's fine.
No, I just meant. Sorry, you can use it. You're welcome to. You can have a large metal crate full of dirt. That's fine. That is a valid resource you can have.
A pile of dirt in the hold.
But no, like, yeah, you guys, if you guys want to dig here for a while, I'll give you 2 cargoes worth of dirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nutrient-rich dirt.
Yeah.
Soil, even.
Yeah, soil.
There's a
yeah, okay, so you guys are going to stop here, which means you are dropping anchor technically. So you're going to get some resources for that.
Oh, yes, we are.
You drop anchor, and drop anchor. So you get 2 specimens and a whisper.
I get 4 whispers.
Hold your potato salad there.
He
does without a bowl. It's just falling through his fingers.
you, sir, have well done. No, I'm gonna.
That's why you're like, well, if you stay a while, yes.
Are you gonna turn to a whisper moth eventually?
Yes.
Don't you know moths come from slugs? Come on. So the 2 resources you guys get is a bioluminescent hot starfruit. You can have 2 of those. Those are your 2 resources. So someone take those. And then the whisper you get is dirty.
Oh my.
So someone can take that whisper.
I'm just excited for the concept of all this cool fresh soil for like a rainbow tree or some like cool herbs.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure Jisan's
you can
probably
play
got
with those
some
little herb
seeds.
gardens.
Yeah.
If nobody else takes that dirty one, I'm taking it.
Go for it.
Go for
Awesome.
it.
I also feel like the fruit is for cooking.
I'd love to see what could be cooked with that.
With like something that like actually sears my insides, and then you can tell if I've eaten it because like go to bed at night and you realize your stomach's still glowing a little.
You have a natural nightlight. You just ooh.
Right? Did you try some of that before it was finished? No. Glowing stomach.
Why do you have a Care Bear stare?
What was the?
Oh, please tell me that mixed with more of Jisan's weird stuff makes you actually think you're a Care Bear.
What was the other actress's name? Like succulent or something?
Aloe?
Aloe.
Aloe. Like aloe. What did you do?
He is
Yeah.
good.
I was picturing like that one Futurama episode where he drinks like the Emperor, and he's just going like, "I'm here." Just looks up in him.
Excellent. Okay, wait. Belt, how many whispers do you get?
Well, so I got dirty, and then I get 4 more.
And then you get 4 more because you get whispers from...
Yep, I have siphoning fork.
Oh, yeah. You get 2 whispers for every cargo you get.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. So you can write down 4 whispers. I trust you. You can
dirt and gardening related.
Yeah,
We'll
dirt
narrow
and
that
gardening related whispers. And whilst you write them down, everyone can take one
can
montage
one of the whispers
action.
Be guess what's inside?
It is now.
And guess what's inside
that's totally down. That's a good one.
Dirt. Sorry, you wanted us to do something? What?
Everyone, yeah, because basically the way I picture it is you guys like roll up on this dirt hill and start excavating dirt out of it into your cargo hold.
We start going at that dirt like it's snow and we're children, just having dirt fights, making dirt angels.
Yeah, and so you're basically all taking turns on the excavator digging it out, and while you're not on turn excavating, you guys can have a montage. So everybody gets 1 montage action. Yeah. So who wants to go first montaging?
Before that, on my turn on excavating, I would like to use my bird and its ability with the fungus to find like a good secret patch of like good earth.
Okay.
Like some skookum stuff. I'm talking top tier, like platinum label.
Yeah. So you're marking.
Yeah.
Okay. And
a secret spot.
Okay, you're gonna fill your large metal crate with it, I take it?
Yes, yeah, this will be some super skookum stuff.
Okay, so you can put a large metal crate filled with, we'll call it Premium Planters Mix. Trademarked. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Then montage people.
Yeah. Montage away.
Belt is going to be learning knock.
Excellent. Go for it. So I guess you're talking to Tzitzi and like, doing that.
Yes.
Hello, where is the library?
Donde está la discoteca? Because discotheques are still a thing.
I mean...
Like, did anybody else just feel like, wow, countries that don't speak English must really love disco still, like, growing up? Because the textbooks are from, like, the 70s?
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
I have a few texts he can look at that would help him learn knock.
That's true. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, you can learn knock. You can burn more, like, you can burn as many milestones as you need to learn it if you want to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We won't track milestones quite the same way. We'll burn them a little quicker.
Okay.
Because you guys don't get quite as many montages, I think, as a normal group. So, yeah. Who else taking a montage?
I was going to say, how many the milestones does it take to get a skill?
So a point in a skill is 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use my major milestone then? Because that's 3, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Artistic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to learn how to hunt, or add one to hunt. And what I'm doing is, I feel like somewhere along the things, have you seen that style of it's almost like a type of wood burning, but you like use electricity to like spider out patterns on the wood.
Oh yeah, using electrolyte water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm using my electric gun just on the side of the ship just to like do cool patterns, make it look
and completely invalidate what we just got with your.
Well, no, okay, maybe it's on the inside. I don't know. I'm practicing on some like random wood that I have in the thing so that I can do stuff. It's tiny. It's a detail. You wouldn't see it on, say, a large cover art. But yeah, just I'm doing that, and I'm inadvertently also like actually figuring out like, hey, if I do this enough times, I eventually know how to aim. Yay!
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Take one to hunt. So that, when I shoot my grapple gun, it's not a complete disaster every time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Not that you need to use hunt to shoot your grapple gun, but yes.
Well, isn't it aim?
Hunt is not aim anymore.
Isn't it marksmanship? Skill of observation, marksmanship, and precise action.
Yes.
That's what I use for it.
You could also use like wave walk because like you're out on the seas, so you're aiming while on the seas. There's more flexibility because they pared the skills down a little bit. But yes, you're welcome to take one in hunt to give you some extra versatility. That is fine.
I'm gonna do that. Okay.
I can just imagine you like taking care of like the bees and like shooting some like wasps out of the air with the grapple gun, like that video on YouTube with the guy with the pan taking out wasps. Twang.
You're not adorable and fuzzy. I don't want none of that yellow stripes in here.
You bring no benefit.
You bring me nothing but pain and anxiety.
You can't call them yellow stripes. We're in North America.
Allegedly. There's no borders anymore.
Wait, what? We're in a pandemic. There's definitely borders. if there's any time when borders are a good idea.
Yeah, there's a difference between borders and boundaries.
Both are good right now.
I only respect boundaries.
Okay, well, national boundary is line. Anyway.
I'll go last because I have to think of what I'm doing for mine.
Okay. Jisan?
Just figured it out. I'm going to consume artistic inspiration and forest floor, and I'm going to get mycofiltration. It is about time that I become immune to my own spores and also everybody else's.
I love it. Very well done. Very well done.
It's time to get a little... Start building some synergies into my build here.
Are you just like hotboxing yourself in a room, like legs crossed, going om as you like become one with the spores?
I master breathing technique. I'm sitting in like an extremely incensed room doing heavy physical exercise.
Excellent.
Like someone comes in to like poking their head and check on you, and then just like, you know, in the seconds that they crack open the door, just like instantly on their knees, can't breathe.
Eyeballs doing that old like cartoony color flashing thing.
Right? Just like crawling out and like turning to whoever's closest, be like, I can smell purple.
It smells so good.
It smells so good. Weirdly, it smells like limes.
Did you know limes taste like the number 28?
It's all the same thing. 28 is purple and limes.
Excellent.
For all we know, the limes might be purple in this setting. We haven't described what they look like yet.
True.
I thought limes were terrifying monsters that eat you.
Those are lemons?
Oh, those are lemons.
I don't like
Apologies.
it when you confuse the two. That's very sensitive.
It is. I apologize. That was horrific of me.
Might as well call it a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did you know they're called grapefruit because they bud in clusters like grapes? I didn't know that, and then the internet told me, and I'm like, oh.
All I know about grapefruit is that they turn off my antidepressants and my anti-cholesterol pills.
Wow.
Whoa.
Grapefruit is a supervillain, apparently.
Yeah.
And transportation for straight sugar.
Yeah. Also, I think grapefruit might also turn off certain types of birth control. It's a weird fruit.
It fucks with a lot of medications, that's for sure.
I'm gonna Google that real quick.
It also apparently is like not sour in countries where you actually find it growing. Like it's actually a really sweet, nice fruit. But because we import it, it's like many days old and it gets that like sour, bitter, whatever grapefruit taste that people don't like. So like I know people who, when they visit it here, they can't eat our grapefruit because they're like, that's not what grapefruit tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can confirm that grapefruit is sweet.
Yeah, which is
almost
weird.
Like fruit was nature's candy, and then we had to go and like spoil it by being like, nah, we're just gonna eat straight sugar and mix it with other things. And now we're like trying to tell our children to eat fruit, and they're like, nah, plant.
So my parents used to have neighbors who have since moved, and they had a grapefruit tree. This grapefruit tree was like 40 feet wide, like big.
Oh, dang.
And like just big tree. And new neighbors came and just cut it down because, they're horrible. But like the limbs would like hang over the fence with like other neighbors, and then those neighbors would just be like, hey, you could just come and pick the stuff off of their tree because like it's in our yard.
Dude,
I hate when people just like
what?
Yeah.
Oh wow, we have a big fruiting tree, let's just cut it down. Like, no.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be buying that as a feature of the house? Be like, oh my gosh, let's get this place because it's got beauty.
Yeah.
Hey, this place has an entire supermarket's worth of grapefruits. We're just gonna let somebody come and pay us to pick it for themselves.
Yep.
Ugh.
Tzitzi montage.
Tzitzi montage. That is a good question. What did Jisan just do?
Jisan got...
Don't jack my flow, homie.
Jisan hotboxed himself and became one with the spore clouds.
Sees it like the Matrix.
What did that do?
He got the aspect
microfiltration. Microfiltration. So I can see perfectly within spore clouds, and I resist the effects of bad air and airborne spores. It's just like the filter sash.
Yeah, like the spore scarf, but different.
I will spend time just pouring over and dedicating like one of like the little rooms like in the bottom of the ship that's kind of forgotten about.
Okay.
To like this egg. It's like mysterious gacha egg that I have.
Okay, you're gonna learn about the egg.
Yeah, I'm gonna start reading all the books I have. I'm gonna set up like a space in there, put out all that dirt, like nestle it in there. I'm not telling nobody yet. Where it is.
Okay, so you're gonna like make a nest for it in the dirt, kind of thing.
Yeah, get some like rainbow tree stuff. Get some some excess clippings from the engine flowers.
I feel like by saying you tell nobody where it is, literally the second you leave it alone, the children find it and turn it into an Easter egg.
That's a learning process. Okay, it's a Wildsea. They should know not to mess with some giant egg. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, cross off your large metal crate and your premium mix, and you can start a track called Baby Leviathan and mark the first tick of 10.
Benefits, injuries, and tracks. Here we go. It's Leviathan time.
Excellent. And as you do that, you guys hang out here. You get all put in your ship sheet. I'll add 2 more stakes as you guys have 3 cargo, or as you guys have now 3 cargo worth of stuff. And yeah, you guys can head back on the seas. Oh, Captain, my captain.
Cut a path.
Cut a path. Excellent.
By the way, do I need to do any engineering stuff at any point?
I think... Go ahead.
If you go to page 44, you can read up on what you can do.
Where
I think it's I'm on, hold on. I have to get back there.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I go?
Tending
the engine. So you tend the engine.
When do I do that?
You don't do much, but you can immediately hijack focus, and if there's any problems relating to the engine, you can fix it instantaneously. You can overload the engine to go faster, or you can muffle the engine to make it quieter. So you up your stealth a little bit. I assume if you're not
to do any of that.
Yeah, I assume if you're not saying anything, you're tending to the engine so that if something comes up, you can instant fix kind of thing. Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah, I would say so. Tending to, yeah. Unless we need to go faster or quieter, then yeah.
Yeah, so like if you want to overload or muffle, let me know and you can do that. But otherwise, I'll assume you're just tending.
Okay.
So, Watchman, roll away.
What do my many eyes see?
A 1
and a 4.
A 1 and then a 4. Ooh.
In that order.
Excellent. Excellent. You guys see it's a nature roll. As you sail along the waves away from this dirt, there's a large runic type carving on one of the trees, and there's animals gathered around it, and the animals seem to almost be like reverent around it as they're like putting fruits and flowers there, and there's just something peaceful about it, and everyone can heal 1 mire.
Cool, and I'm gonna mark that as a thing.
Yeah.
Reverent flowers.
I do not have a mire.
That's
nor
good.
I.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Super chill.
What type of creatures?
Well, you're still in this reach so far. So the creatures are a bunch of guinea pigs, and there's some birds and some other random weird creatures as well. But mostly a lot of guinea pigs that just seem to be like bringing fruits and flowers and just laying them in rings around this runic carving.
They're singing in their little squeaky tones.
Yes.
Okay, but what are these carvings of?
There's some of like animals, some of people, shapes and patterns. It's just like a million different carvings on like a bunch of trees.
I'm gonna like get my bird to like fly over some flowers, some like blooms from the rainbow tree, and leave them there.
Excellent. Yeah. As you do that, one of the like not gerbils. I keep wanting to call them gerbils. They're guinea pigs.
Yeah, gerbils are completely different, and you can't just do that.
That's true. It's true. One of the
gerbils have entirely too many segments to confuse the two.
They haven't existed since the war.
What? War? The guinea pig war. What? How horrifying and adorable.
Yeah, one of the guinea pigs, as you like drop flowers there, one of the guinea pigs like starts singing loudly, and you can tell that, yeah, they're happy, and you guys all feel a little bit blessed.
Nature gods, everything is nature gods.
The Lorax smiles on you this day.
Good. He's omnipotent at this point. When the world is trees, I do not disagree with the guy that goes up to my knees.
Excellent. Oh, Captain, my captain.
We're cutting a path?
Oh, I never would have expected it. A roll away.
A 1 and a 2.
A 1 and a 2. You guys can, as you guys start to enter a new reach, you guys can describe what type of fruit or berry is nearby, what type of small animals nearby, and what's the leaves and foliage nearby.
So the animal is the baby hands caterpillar. It is a caterpillar, except that instead of legs, it has little baby hands. Lots of them.
Excellent.
Like human baby hands?
Yes. Exactly that.
Are they like pink and fleshy?
Yes, and they're also complete with tiny little fingernails.
I was gonna say, are their tiny little fingernails like slightly ingrown?
I don't know.
And sharp.
Probably
that's what
depends.
happens when they come out. Yeah. They're jagged, they're sharp, and a little bit ingrown.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Yeah, these things are crawling all over your ship now.
Does that mean the barnacles are eating them?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What kind of nightmarescape have we fucking...
There's little hands coming out of the barnacles, you know?
And, okay, so you know, like, ferns, how they're, like, long and green and kind of flat, and you can, like, smack them to leave, like, an imprint of pollen on, like, things?
Yeah.
It's like that, except when you smack them on the bottom, there's, like, just this squish of, like, just a bunch of different colored, like dyes and juices. Because you can see on the top side, there's, like, all the different little animals that have gotten stuck and had their juices extracted, as it's, like, completely sticky.
So sticky ferns is the foliage?
Yeah.
Excellent. Very sticky ferns.
What do we still need?
Type of fruit or berry.
And/or.
Or veggie. Some type of, what's the nearby, like, food that grows?
I was gonna say, like, I almost want to say there's like a root vegetable but like it's very tall.
Giant carrots?
Yeah, because like the carrot would have to still be in the ground, right? But it's like way down there.
Excellent.
So, yeah, maybe it's just like giant carrots, but they like this. We can only see the very, very tall stalk.
I'm putting down giant carrots. I'm all capsing giant and adding the font size like 3 sizes bigger.
So they're almost like small reaches.
No, they're like trees. It's a carrot the size of a tree, so you just see like the top bit of the carrot.
I'm marking this as so when you get to the giant carrots.
Yeah.
For my cartography.
Excellent.
People are looking for big orange things.
Straight on till morning.
Yeah. Does anybody in this world, would we even eat root vegetables?
I mean,
to get them is a whole thing.
You can eat these carrots. The tops of the carrots are there. You
have
definitely
to yank them from the top and then pull the little stalk all the way.
You just carve it.
Actually, let me Google if you can eat carrot leaves first. I don't want to like.
No, you can't. Oh no, wait! I'm thinking of potatoes.
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can. I don't know for sure.
They're not poisonous and they're certainly edible.
Yeah,
in fact, their bitter flavor is what makes carrot tops so unique for use in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, all I can think of is the comedian.
Mm-hmm. You guys can definitely
produce in the kitchen.
Definitely eat the leaves and then the like actual carrot itself. Like again, it looks like a tree, so you could just go up and like shave carrot as if you're shaving bark, but it's carrot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like carrot skins is a thing.
Yeah. There's like you can get like when you peel a carrot, because you don't cut up carrots in this world, you peel carrots. So you just peel bark off of the tree and you just eat it like that, and it's just carrot.
It's jerky.
Yeah. I like it. Excellent.
Oh, tree jerky. Yeah. This is that bark jerky that.
It's plant-based, like all jerky.
No, like so somebody here's backstory was like, I grew up eating tree bark or bark jerky or tree jerky or something.
Yeah.
It's just
I know that's a thing from season 1.
It is from season 1.
It's also from that character I made for one of the playtests early on too.
Okay. I was like, I can't remember if that's one of us or one of us. A different us.
Yeah, that was.
I am loyal to just us. I don't know about you guys. I don't wander around on multiple campaigns.
I don't talk to other groups.
I don't have friends.
I meant us, but as different characters. Jeez.
Whatever. I'm taking it personally.
Excellent.
Not good enough for you?
Captain, my captain?
Do you need to ask? Are we in a rush?
Never.
I don't know, are we?
Not unless you give ideas to the Firefly.
Cutting a path. Excellent. Go ahead, watch roll.
4-1 this time.
4 and then a 1. You guys see another one of those totem type things. Cover like ruinic trees, except this one is like different carrots and other ferns and stuff. And like those ferns have like stuck to the carrot and been cut away. And you can tell because you guys have just kind of entered this reach. So there's still, there's obviously the caterpillars all around here, but there's still a few guinea pigs as well. Like, that kind of walk back and forth. And the guinea pigs are clearly like destroying what the caterpillars are carving. You guys can tell something's going on here.
Now, we did know a caterpillar person once.
But, did they have weird baby hands? I almost don't want the kids on deck or near the front as we drive through them.
They just reach out to you, Mama.
Are you my mummy?
It's not that kind of movie, buddy. I have to say that in Star Trek had a line that it's my favorite line ever now. It's Tasha Yar is talking to a guy, and he's like, "Yeah, like my name is like Carlolio or something, but my mother calls me Richard." And she's like, "Okay, Carlos or whatever." And he's like, "Actually, I'd prefer it if you also called me Richard."
So, yeah. Should we investigate this weird?
Nope.
So that's the vibe that I'm getting from these things. It's just like, ugh.
Also, call me Richard.
My mother calls me this. I also want you to call me that.
First of all, would you say that these runic trees are spectacular?
Yeah, no, they're quite impressive. Like, if the hamsters weren't, or not hamster. Wow, I do not want to call them guinea pigs. Why do I not want to call them guinea pigs?
Because you don't want that many syllables to come out of your mouth this late at night.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I guess. So while the guinea pig, like, if the guinea pigs weren't eating them and like clawing at them and like actively destroying it, it would be an impressive. It would look very similar-esque to the one you just passed, except with like a different kind of artistic style because it's carved by the caterpillars and not the guinea pigs.
Then I do get a whisper from my sheaf of 100 stories.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
And then I would also like to send up my bird and to find out the secret of why the hams... Oh man, I'm getting infected by the Firefly. The guinea pigs are destroying this one and not the other one.
Yeah, you can get the whisper Small Wars.
Oh no. It's adorably violent.
Yeah, your bird can see that they're actively engaged in some kind of like territorial, tribal, religious war.
My blessings feeling a whole lot less clean now.
We took a side.
But I wanted to be a storm cloak.
Renegade, baby.
You're an Imperial now, Dragonborn.
Oh man, there was one video I saw. It's like,
okay, so territorial war.
Kids. Getting the kids involved in the war.
So who's it between?
It's between the guinea pigs and the caterpillars. And then they have like the odd other animal fighting with them, but it's 90% guinea pigs and caterpillars.
It's territorial war, guinea pigs, caterpillar.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I feel like these guinea pigs might have some fight. Sorry. I feel like these guinea pigs might have some fight in them.
Aww.
So, do we keep driving? I feel very conflicted about this.
you guys can keep driving. That's
Can we
fine.
end this war? It feels like if it's a religious war, there's probably like a lot that we just nuance we do not understand. And as outsiders,
if nobody asks me to stop, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah, this is into the two. We don't want to stop. We don't want to stop. Like we got a blessing the first time.
This is not our fight.
But consider, wait a minute. Didn't I had something about like dogs last time? I know that I made friends with dogs.
You made friends with pinwolves, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have them anywhere on my sheet. I'm writing them down. Made friends with pinwolves.
Yeah.
Made friends with pinwolves.
Yes, the pinwolves are super intelligent, and they will actively come to your aid should you need them, sort of thing.
All right.
I mean, you only have so many favors with them, but they currently are favorable towards you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have a couple of whispers that might help out with this. So I have Buried Little Secrets, Going Out of Business, and Guess What's Inside.
I feel like Buried Little Secrets is the funnest choice there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here I go blackmailing again.
Are you going to use a whisper and try and end this war as you guys drive by?
No, I'm going to...
Uncover the secrets of whatever powers that be amongst them had manufactured this war for profit.
And then see if I can get the guinea pigs to fight on our side when the big war's going to come.
Yeah, we need allies. Hey, both. Why not both?
Okay.
I use Buried Little Secrets, and but like with Jisan's help, like, well, Jisan, yeah, right.
Jisan's the captain currently. Yeah.
Jisan is the captain. Tzitzi-Yaku. There we go. Okay.
It's like Jisan has great times conscripting people to our side. There's a lot of drugs involved, but
cough. I can neither confirm nor deny my tactics.
Excellent.
What do you need?
Yes, so you're using Buried Little Secrets, and what else are you throwing in the mix? Are you throwing anything else in there?
Slippery Pebbles, Spike Berry Surprise, Sharp Thorns, do. I'll just start with the Whisper for now to try to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, you can.
Let's see.
You uncover, using the Whisper Buried Secrets, it kind of almost flashes in front of you.
Do you want me to roll for it too?
No, it's a Whisper, so you don't need to roll for a Whisper.
Okay.
If you're trying to do something more than just the Whisper, then yeah, you need to roll. But just a Whisper, you should be good.
Okay.
I might get you to roll to interpret what you're about to hear, but
definitely.
So using Buried Little Secrets, you're going to look at this runic carved carrot and trees around you and fern branches and stuff, and you almost can start to decode these runes and what they meant, and you're remembering the ones you just saw an hour or two ago and trying to think of what they meant and stuff. And at one point these two reaches were more intertwined, it looks like, and there was more trade. And these caterpillars, looking closely at these baby hands, you know how guinea pigs have little babyish kind of hands?
Mm-hmm.
These caterpillars, it's almost like a mutated version of guinea pig hands. There's something deeper going on here.
Oh, so they're like gerbils, guinea pigs, but with more segments, so they're impossible to confuse one or the other.
Yeah.
To bring you that offhanded joke.
Gerbils have tails, long ones. Gerbils have long, thin tails and are much smaller than guinea pigs.
Yeah, but you know how guinea pig hands look like tiny baby hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the caterpillar's hands look similar to that, but more tiny baby. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I don't really have a whisper to help me speak to animals again. I don't know, I'm a little bit out of a loss here.
You guys can just keep going on if you want.
I do have the Whisper Strange Words. I throw that your way. Seeing your desire to communicate and make peace, I whisper strange words.
I will whisper, and I will use sway.
Excellent. Roll sway.
Let's see. Veil, Cyber, Shadow. So I will be forcefully trying to get them to stop fighting and telling them that, like, there's a worse enemy out there. Maybe. Let's see how this goes.
Excellent.
Let's see how the roll goes. But I'll be using Iron, Sway, and I guess I speak their language now. Yay!
Yeah.
3d6. That is 621.
621. Perfect. Yeah, you hear like they're chattering and they're like talking as they're like, charge, brethren, charge! You know, and both sides are fighting and like, destroy their temple! And, you know.
But in really high-pitched voices.
Yeah. Much cuter sounding than it really should be. Like Hamtaro level adorable.
Yeah.
Hamtaro in like a literal war. And you can like see them like bleeding and attack. Yeah, it's violent.
I'm going to use the cargo crane to just grab onto their tree things and just like pull them up and then drop them.
You're destroying their... Excellent. Yeah.
I will be Stormcloak.
Yeah, you can use the cargo crane and rip up the caterpillar's, like, basically its temple. And as you're doing it, you can hear the guinea pigs going, the gods have chosen us! The gods have chosen us! We were right! And the
it's all any religious person wants to hear.
The caterpillars are like, no, we were the more advanced. We were superior. We had the numbers. We had the high ground.
Yeah, but unfortunately, these guys are cuter.
They are inferior. We evolved from them. And the guinea pigs are like, never. We are our own distinct race. And yeah, as you...
God, should we just take a hard political stance? Oh, no.
Yeah, you utterly obliterate this carrot shrine thing, runic carvings, and kill a boatload of caterpillars in the meantime. And the guinea pigs swarm the rest of their like city and annihilate all the caterpillars in this this vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm imagining exactly as like termites attacking an ant nest.
Yeah.
Or ants attacking a termite mound.
Yeah, they just swarm it and like no discrimination, slaughter. It's
perfect.
It's horrific.
I just look at everybody else like as I'm staring at this going, I feel badly about this. And then I just go downstairs to sit in the engine room and sip tea and stare into the middle distance for a while.
Pet your bees.
Yeah. There's just like a swarm in front of me and I'm just kind of like moving my hand and they're just kind of like in like a wave, like gliding under it. It's like...
Yeah.
I think Tums Tums comes in and like knocks on the door and is like, Can I just be in here with you? I don't want to be out there.
I just kind of look at him and I'm like, yes.
Just wordlessly sits down.
Hands him some tea and just start petting him instead. Staring into the middle distance.
I'm gonna come knock on the door too. I'm in there. I'm not here for the wholesale slaughter of the caterpillar people.
Here's your tea.
Out on the deck, the guinea pigs have won, and they're like doing some kind of like ritual, carving their own runes into the area, and they're like holding up caterpillar heads and like cheering to you guys, being like, praise the gods have blessed us.
Are we the gods?
Yes.
Oops, we did it again, guys.
Belt is going to be working on recruiting them as future options for the end of like the Dragon Age-esque combat.
You never know when we'll just end their civilization with a neighbor.
Yeah,
Just kind of turn to the others around me, and I'm like, well, maybe we can be benevolent gods that teach them a better way for the next generation is my only solace.
A group of them will come on board the ship.
No!
And yeah, they'll join your ship. They kind of stick together for right now. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they're currently just a group of guinea pigs on your ship. The rest are going to continue on they're like they basically like they heard you. You can understand them pretty good. Mm-hmm. They don't fully understand you, and they're also kind of in awe. So they listened to you and were like, the gods demand a sacrifice. And they sent some of their men and, people onto their ship. And they're like, we must continue on with the war. And
Belt yes ands it. Belt is like, the closest Belt comes to correcting him is like, no, not a sacrifice of just people, a sacrifice of your best warriors to continue this holy war.
Yeah.
Against a higher foe.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm just imagining that, and they're like, in like chipmunks' voices, we shall kill the Xenos!
Yep.
Yes.
Cleanse the impure numbers!
Yep. Yeah.
So this is how we get Skaven, but guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just start a guinea pig crusade.
Yes. I'm writing it down.
Yep.
Started a crusade. Stocked up on rations. I don't know. However you want to look at it.
I don't think that could be. Is there such thing as a negative milestone? We're definitely the baddies at this time.
Yeah, we were the baddies.
Yeah, anyone who wants to can take a mire for sure.
I'm taking a mire for this.
Belt is not taking a mire because this is exactly what Belt wanted.
That's fair.
I have no guilt for my actions.
Belt was like, I hated those caterpillar things. It's like, these are much better allies.
Something is hunting me, I'm sure of it. The ghosts of just hundreds of dead caterpillar folk.
I feel like, our ship has left. After a little while, the three of us come out of engineering, having finished our tea and processed this a little bit emotionally, like, well, I guess we're moving on and we need to continue. And we open the door, and what guinea pigs are there are just at the door staring at us. And we're just like...
And we point back, we found your friend, and it's just me in a cocoon underneath the crow's nest. Just hiding from the noises of the war.
Oh, you guys are in a lot of trouble if this is bothering you.
Okay.
Everyone's like, where did we hire this guy?
Yeah.
He just kind of joined us.
Why is he so okay with this?
It just feels like the Rick and Morty thing where they go back in their pod and they just start breaking down. I did not have control of that at any point.
Yeah, no, the guinea pigs have now entered your officers and crew. Should you level them up, they will turn into a hive mind of guinea pigs, and you will have a hive mind guinea pig character on your ship.
Perfect.
Are they hedgehog?
They wouldn't be a hedgehog. Why would they be a hedgehog? Hedgehogs and guinea pigs are very different.
But I want a hedgehog hive mind.
I mean, you can find one. You can definitely find one. Or just find a giant hedgehog person. They exist.
No, like from our campaign. Hedgie.
Oh, yeah. Hedgie, definitely. You can get Hedgie. Yeah.
Suddenly I feel like we have like those special collector things. Like if you're playing a Harry Potter game and you get like a chocolate card, yeah, you can get Hedgie from the other game. It's a collectible.
Excellent.
I still wish that the Weasley brothers had made almost any flavored beans, and all they are they're the any flavored beans, but only the good flavors.
Would have sold well.
Screw around with everything else. But this is
they just start selling
ridiculous.
Muggle candy. Just, it's not super flavored beans. It's just
beans.
Just Skittles.
It's called
They're
the
just jelly
Mars
beans. Look, there's a flavor
bar.
guide.
Just jelly bellies. It's like, why would humans eat these?
No. Jelly babies. They're British.
Yeah. Okay, Captain, cutting a path? Or are you forging ahead out of this chaos?
Yeah, let's create some distance before I cook these horrible guinea pigs.
That's fair. Okay.
They're blood racists.
Forging a path.
Adorable.
They're born delicious. I'm sitting there in deep thought, like looking at them while they're having their discussions, and it looks like I'm like actually like sort of like weighing what they're saying, but really I'm just thinking of the best way to cook them.
Oh my.
2 and 3.
2 and a 3? Oh. Well,
I don't know. So you don't.
That one would have worked better for the last one.
Like that.
That one would have been so much better for the last one. Oh well.
So do it again.
I guess.
There's a third faction.
You rolled a horror on the waves. So yeah, you guys continue on, and there's like an abandoned totem kind of glyph in this area. And again, I said that this area used to be kind of merged with that last one. So there is large carrots, but there's also large holly trees and spruce trees in this area. And they have a bunch of like glyphs and carvings. And these carvings look a lot older than the carvings in the 2 other ones you just saw. And yeah, feel free to investigate.
Or
I
leave.
almost want to
leave.
Insight into the ridiculous war from the glyphs.
I'm gonna call Rook up to the deck and ask her if she can see any like spooky ghosts or whatever over there.
I go up to the deck to look for spooky ghosts, much to my chagrin.
Yeah. Looking around, you can see the ghosts of hive-minded guinea pigs and hive-minded caterpillars. And they're just kind of floating around there. They're all like together, and they're talking peacefully and happily, and they're just hanging out.
Can I understand anything they're saying?
Would you like to try?
Sure.
Okay, roll. You know what? Roll Thonic.
Which one's? Oh, Thonic?
Because that's an ancient language.
It is. Oh yeah. Oh right. That means I can like speak at least one level of Scully. Scully dude. His name.
No, Thonic. Okay,
Scully,
the CH is silent. Okay.
Yeah. No. Skull dude speaks Hyven.
Oh, Hyven. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I speak Thonic.
Yeah, Thonic is an old language, but it's like an old humanish language. Whereas Hyven is a like dead written language.
Hey, Rook also speaks it. Cool.
Yeah. So roll Hyven, or sorry, not Hyven. Roll Thonic, because apparently these hive minds spoke Thonic.
Can I add tides to this?
Yes. You always get your edges. Yes.
Okay.
And then, are you going to try and get an advantage in any way?
Can anything give me an advantage?
Double assist, if you'd like.
Yeah. You guys, I mean,
I already rolled those 2 dice, and one of them was a 6.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. So
I mean, it's a chance at a twist. If you roll another dice, it's a chance at a twist.
Okay.
I mean, I'd give you an advantage because you guys just experienced all these glyphs. You just communicated with a bunch of the guinea pigs. Like this isn't a new thing for you guys. I mean, the horrors of war are fresh on your mind.
That's fair. It was not a twist. It's just a 6.
A 6. Yeah, no, you can understand them. They're like, you're pretty good at Thonic, and they're speaking. They're just talking about, general things people talk about, like how you doing? Oh, traveling around. Just, they're having a good time, having chats. Like, is there anything in particular you want to hear, or?
Being dead.
Yeah.
I guess I just want to figure, like, maybe even ask them, how did we get from seemingly chill with each other to holy war?
Yeah, if you wave and try and, like, communicate with them, they'll walk over to your ship, and they're like, oh, holy war? Sorry, we don't... What do you mean a holy war? We're... Like, our species are long, like, dead, sadly. We were not a plentiful race on the Wildsea, and though we built some, markings and left our stamp on the world, we were not a plentiful race.
And just kind of like, you guys have descendants. What was the last time you were over there? Points in direction of chaos.
We don't travel too far. Our, physical forms or our, spiritual forms don't last far past the ruins. So yeah, we haven't been out that way. We have there's more hive minds like us?
At one point...
Oh.
More of the guinea pig. See, we just drove past, and there seemed to be a definitely already concluded...
Are you going to point out the guinea pigs that are on your ship?
I mean, if they're around...
Okay. Yeah, if you point them out, so, like, looking at these hive minds, they're a hive mind of, like, guinea pigs and caterpillars. So, like, two species hive minded together in one, like, shape. And they just see the guinea pigs and they're horrified. They're like, we devolve, like, we split. We had, like, a feud with ourselves. Like, they are all just horrified. They don't have the words to process, like, the fact that their hive mind selves, like, split and devolved because of the split. And yeah, it's horrific.
Awkward. I do not know how to help or do anything beneficial here.
Well, the good news is that you're the ones who made it. This is a chance to see what could have been. Look at yourselves. Look how well you're doing.
Oh, they're just gonna kind of go back to their, like, area and just kind of they're just gonna sit and think for a little while. You've given them a lot to process, and they're kind of good. They're not good, but they're kind of good with, like, being done talking to you guys.
Rude.
I mean, you just, like,
I just kind of shoot this look that says, we just finished a holy war and they're rude?
At least we finished what we started.
Wow.
We're still in our own war!
Okay, yeah, and... Captain, are you cutting a path or forging ahead?
We're cutting a path.
Okay. Go ahead.
I just got to say that I really didn't approve. Also, those guinea pigs have moved a full step towards being dinner now.
Yeah.
Their time has about run out.
Yeah, those guinea pigs, you guys have, so Jonathan posted, you guys could turn them into marauders, which are the two stakes, and they fight to defend your ship, and they're, close combat fighters.
I'd much rather turn them into two stakes.
I mean, you could turn them into... You could very well turn them into dinner as well, or you could put the two stakes...
Sentient. This is murder.
They're not fully sentient.
Sentient enough for a holy war.
The Firefly. makes no attempt to dissuade us from absolutely murdering the sentient creatures. Instead, provides more justification to kill the sentient creatures.
I gotta be impartial here, okay?
You're a vegan.
Like, finally, I can get the heat taken off of me for killing all those babies.
Consent.
Yeah, so you guys can use your stakes to turn them into marauders on your ship. You can use your stakes to turn them into a hive mind, a single hive mind entity, and they'd become a crew member. Or you can use you can keep your stakes and turn them into the stakes, as Jisan pointed out.
So neither I nor Belt are like super attached to them. They are, like they might be fun to have like as soldiers. Would we, do the war thing? But like if you all are dead set on not having them on the ship, like
you guys can also just tell them to leave the ship too. Like that that's another option.
In a hypothetical sense, I'm okay with keeping them around. It's just justifying it narratively.
So like listen, like you guys don't have a lot of allies yet, and these were pretty easy pickings.
You can say no to free.
See? He gets it.
So what I'm hearing here is that we actually tell them to get off the ship, but we make them go back to the guinea pig tribe, and I give them a package of spores, and we give them some like religious dogma or something else like that, because they already think that we're gods, and we draw the whole of their culture into serving us in the anti-skin farmer war.
I mean, I wasn't going to go that far, but I'm not going to say no.
That I'm down with.
Are we
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah.
Or realistically, we're just putting them on a better path.
Yeah.
Are we?
I've already committed to this. So don't change my minds.
I have a whisper called for Little White Lie.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Excellent.
And I'm willing to dump it into this.
Okay. Use your whisper, and I will send the guinea pigs back from whence they came.
I will make scratch and stiff psychotropic colorful markers about our teachings.
Excellent. And I will make a note that you guys sent religious zealots.
Good.
Just wooloo-ing back at the fucking guinea pig hideout, handing out posters that are scratching.
Here's some literature on my religion. It's scratch and sniff.
It's taking a page right out of Jisan's book.
Yeah, I know. I wrote it.
That's why we're the literal gods written of in this book.
Do you want to help me make the posters? Because I have the psychotropic markers. If you have anything else to add,
can I also use the whisper lots of webs to make sure that this actually does spread out?
Oh yeah. Please do.
We are so the villains.
I feel dirty.
I
think dirty whisper. That's gotta be you.
So,
all right, everybody, come here. You see, time for a group mirror look. There's just a mirror that he has set up. He's like, everyone look in the mirror and remember, we're literally fighting against skin farmers. It's hard to be the bad guy.
But we're coming real close.
It would absolutely be fair for someone to point out that it's not a challenge.
Yeah, right? Like, just like, see, like, I can basically do whatever I want. Just start stabbing some random guy in the chest, and he's like, I'm still the good guy.
As long as they're around still, makes no effort to get rid of them, I'm the better person.
Oh no!
I'm cry. Scraps will remember this.
Just hereby changing the entire future of this reach one dark deed at a time. We're the anti-heroes of this reach.
Then they're done dirt cheap. With Jared.
But yeah, so all the bits, all those things, we're definitely doing this again. So guinea pigs and four-armed monkey folk. We got this. We got this like worship us thing on lock now.
Could we be benevolent gods?
We are being benevolent. We're showing them a better path.
I mean, we definitely are doing that.
It's colorful.
I have added zealot guinea pigs as to your reputation and faction sheet.
Excellent.
Don't forget that they love us.
I'm not proud of this. I love it so much, but I'm not proud.
Well done, team.
Yeah, at least it's an entire base of Team Rocket Grunts murdered with cake.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Also, that's a fifth place to mark too.
Rocket.
Yeah. Oh, you're marking.
Oh.
Landmarks.
Can we please at some point run into a Team Rocket base where we have to get around on slidey floor tiles?
Oh.
We just like spin around while we're moving.
Oh no, it's a square.
No one's tested centrifugal force on a mass of spiders before.
Nice. Yeah, you guys, as you finish sending your zealots out to the world, you guys see on the horizon is a city, a large city, and it has very large docks coming off of it in all directions, as it is the city of many ways. And it's a gilded city. It's beautiful. It's clean. It's nice. It's, eclectic and fun. And lots of ships are parked there. And
how high does it tower above the waves?
Quite high. It's on a mountain peak.
So I'm envisioning like Minas Tirith, but like patchwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Minas Tirith by way of Howl's Moving Castle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. All right, I'm guessing we dock. Is that we do that?
Yeah, you guys.
Are we shot out of the? Or do we shot out of the leaves as we approach?
What do you mean? Are you shot out of the leaves?
They're friendly city, right?
No, yeah, you guys. It's a very friendly city. As I say, there's like giant docks for ships to come and do trade. This looks to be like a giant lost trade hub, almost like where people randomly wander to.
How is it a trade hub if it's lost?
Because again, things move on the waves, Bev. We just went over this.
So it's more of an inconvenient trade hub that keeps moving.
Yeah, it's a wandering trade hub.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we dock?
Yeah, you guys can dock. When you dock, do you get anything for docking anymore?
Yep. We get one normal specimen.
Perfect. So
I also get a whisper.
Oh, okay. Take a whisper. City of Wonder. And you can have the specimen odds and ends and put it in salvage.
Oh, right. I have to get a whisper from before when I discovered those runic things.
I'm going to take the 2 fruit, by the way.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, and I think...
I'm going to take the whisper once long forgotten for the discovery of those runic things.
Wait, before the next thing happens, I'm just saying, I feel like as soon as we dock, given the day we just had, I'm like, well, I'm finding the nearest pub. Because I need something stronger than tea.
We have the distillery. You can just go get them on the ship.
Sometimes you just need to go to. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
Sometimes you want to go where no one knows you've done genocide.
Walking down the stairs.
Genocide. We inspired genocide. Our hands are clean.
You guys had a crane, and you guys used a crane to mulch things. You guys did genocide.
No. You guys, it's not you guys. Belt did that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Belt is holding up the entire.
We know who we go to for genocide.
Belt is all in on no, we need to do this. We need to do this. But like, there is no mistaking it. Of like, no, I definitely did that. Like,
that's on me.
He doesn't. Belt does not pass the buck.
That's fair.
So we could get library boatmen with our stakes. Sorry, not the time.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah, you guys dock at the City of Many Ways on this giant mountain, and I think we'll end it there because we're hour and 40, roughly.
Yeah,
and
that's about a good spot. Yeah,
good spot to end it, and
we can go explore the city. The next episode, do a shopping spree.
Next session. Perfect. I was Ian the Firefly.
I was Austin the horrified spider.
Bev the beleaguered ardent Rook.
Dylan, who was Jisan the Gao.
Jonathan, who's Belt, the slug person, who's apparently a recruiter.
And we
Do you want to hear about our MLM?
Oh no, that's worse than genocide. That's so much worse. And we are sponsored by nobody. Signing off.